In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, say, I seek refuge with the Lord of the daybreak from the evil of what he has created, and from the evil of the darkening night as it comes with its dark, and from the evil of those who practice witchcraft when they go in the knots, and from the evil of the envier when he envies.
Welcome to Irregular Odes. I'm James Rendell and I'm a photojournalist. Firstly, thank you to Peter Boykin for his kind contribution to our credits at the beginning for alphalacphotography.com. I thought I'd debut them here because they sound really cool. This is a compilation video from the ExSight exhibition that occurred in 2011. It's being repackaged and put here on the Irregular Odes channel, and it's also being packaged up and sent to the West Pride Archives, which is what I'm doing at the moment, putting an archive together for posterity's sake. It starts off with the art exhibition, and at the end there's a special interview with Bears Perth President Paul Hayter, so that's one for the history books as well. Thanks to Paul Hayter for giving us the interview, and I hope you enjoy this video. And remember, if you don't get HIV, then you won't have to have anything to do with the AIDS Council. So wear a condom or abstain. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and go to the website carearwen.org to see photo archives. I'm here with Danny Wright at the Freedom Centre in Perth. Danny, what are we here for?
Tonight's the ExSight exhibition launch.
And this is the flyer.
Yeah.
And what's this all about?
The ExSight exhibition is basically an exhibition of the works that the young people have produced through a series of art workshops that we've been doing at the Freedom Centre throughout this year. So the young people did the artists, Martin Wills and Peter Farmer, and they came up with some of this amazing work.
And it's great. And the murals included as well?
Yeah, so we started off with doing some smaller scale paintings which are over the other side of the room, and then they basically applied those paintings onto the wall mural that we've done.
So every time they come in, they see their artwork on the wall?
Indeed, that was the idea.
And so what is the Freedom Centre all about? It's for young people?
Yeah, so we're a peer support and information and referral service that provides a safe social drop-in space for young people who are same-sex attracted and sex or gender diverse. And yes, for under 26 young people.
Under 26?
Yep.
So that means if you're under 26, you can come along to Perth, to the Freedom Centre.
Yep.
And what other events have you got coming up, Danny?
We do an annual retreat, and a couple of sleepovers, but that's not for a couple more months. So this is our main event at this time of year, and then of course around Pride time we do a few other bits and pieces as well. And then our regular drop-in sessions, which are every week. So
every week a young person can come here and to a safe spot. What are the opening hours?
Our weekly sessions are Wednesdays 5 till 8 and Wednesdays 5 till 8 and Fridays 4 till 8, and we also have 3 Thursday monthly sessions for Gender Q, which is for trans young people, Skillshare, which is for young people to share their skills with each other, and ATSI Space, which is for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander same-sex attracted and gender diverse young people on the Thursdays. And then we also have 2 Saturdays a month from 12 to 5 that we're open to do a bit more crafty stuff like what we've done at ExSight.
Well, I hope you're taping the program, because you will need to tape it and press rewind to get all the hours, because there's plenty of things to do. Now, there's a website, isn't there?
Yeah, which has all our opening times. It's freedom.org.au.
That's great. So if you want more information, go to the website. I'm here with Trish Langdon, who is the CEO of the Western Australian AIDS Council, and also a former board member of AFAO. Now, AFAO is the Australian Federation of AIDS Organisations. Hi Trish, how are you?
Hi James.
Good to see you.
Yes.
This is a great exhibition, isn't it?
It's very good, and it's I think because it's been so participatory for the young people, I think that's the other part that's really exciting. It's you can put on an exhibition, but if people haven't actually been part of the process, it doesn't mean quite as much. But they've been working on this for a few weeks, well actually probably closer to a few months, and they've really put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah, it's great. Some of the artwork is temporary, but this behind us and the other exhibition, the other mural over there, it's permanent.
Yes,
so it's a big facelift for the centre.
Yeah, it's very bright, and it's high quality. I mean, we've done murals in the past, and they haven't looked quite as good as this.
It is great. It's great. Now, Trish, AFAO. Most people know about AIDS councils.
Yes.
Where does AFAO fit into the picture?
AFAO is the Australian Federation of AIDS Organisations, and it's the peak organisation, and it is made. The membership is all of the states and territory AIDS councils, and as well as 4 community-based organisations or 4 peak organisations. So that consists of Scarlet Alliance, AVIL, which is the peak organisation for injecting drug users, Scarlet Alliance, NAPWA, National Association of People Living with HIV and AIDS, and Anukkana, which is the newest member, which is for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
We like acronyms, don't we?
Yeah, well, Anukkana actually means something. Don't ask me what it is.
You can't remember everything.
No, I can't remember everything.
So, Trish, what are the key messages that you think that Australians should be thinking about when they think about HIV?
Well, I think that there's a few things. I think it hasn't gone away, but I think people feel like it's gone off the boil a bit. I think that we still have to remain vigilant with regard to stigma and discrimination and prejudice, because I think there's a generation of people who still feel that it's okay to discriminate, and I think in those instances, one of the hallmarks of the Australian epidemic, or the success, if you like, of the Australian epidemic, has been that people's human rights have been, have always been preserved as far as possible, unlike in other countries. But it hasn't gone away, and we're starting to see a more diverse epidemic now, so people who perhaps hadn't thought that they were at risk perhaps need to think about that, and particularly people who travel and get exposed perhaps in other countries where the epidemic is a bit different. So I think the key messages are it's still here, we still need to be vigilant. Yes, there are really good treatments around, but people are living, are living longer. I think in terms for positive people, I think there are some new challenges and complexities with people who are getting older with the virus, both people who have had the virus a long time, but also people who have acquired the virus later but are growing older with it. And I think I think there's some challenges ahead for us in the next probably 5 to 10 years, or not perhaps even 5 years. So.
Now, the Freedom Centre is about young people.
Yes.
How important are young people in the epidemic for you?
Obviously young people need to receive messages, but the Freedom Centre is actually funded under mental health money, not because young gender and sexually diverse people, there's mental health. It's about creating resilience and making sure that they can really face the sort of issues that all people need to face as they grow older. And I think that the Freedom Centre provides a really good starting point for people who are coming out. And what we're hoping, so that the HIV message isn't the penultimate message here, but
it's about self-esteem.
It's about self-esteem, it's about feeling confident, about taking your place in the world, about not giving up, about learning new skills, and that will all have a long-term effect for HIV prevention. So that's how it all fits in together. So we've been going for 16, 17 years, and it's a peer-led model, which is really, really important and quite unique.
Unique in Australia?
Yeah, the peer-based stuff is very important.
It is very important because young people are not just our future but our present. Now, finally, Trish, information is really important.
Yes.
Most people look up and know about their AIDS councils. What other information are there?
I think websites obviously are very important, but there's also information on telephone lines. So we run an AIDS line, and there's lots of sources of information, but the websites are probably the most important places to go because that's got the most current information, and it's also got links to other websites as well.
And there's a men's health centre here in Perth too?
Yes, there is. We've just started one in Leederville, and that's for people who are seeking sexual health testing, and it's very confidential, and it's a specific one that's been set up that's peer-based as well.
And it's not, if you're looking out there, it's not just a gay centre, it's for
men
everyone.
With
men.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not for straight men, but it's for men who have sex with men, but might still identify as straight.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Trish, for speaking to us today. And we're going to come back and talk to you more about the Men's Health Centre later on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alexis, we want to talk to you about the art.
Yeah.
Tell us about the artwork that you've done.
Okay, so as part of ExSight, the Freedom Centre did some workshops where we talked about like what we wanted to see on the walls, and we worked on some drafts and stuff with some different artists. So one of my favourite bits that I did was that over here I did a progress drawing, which is like a trans guy, and because this one's like kind of an islandy theme, so he's basically swimming and like enjoying all the crazy stuff that's kind of happening. And so I basically ended up taking that and putting it up here where it's like massive and much more like a bigger thing than I've ever really done before, which was really cool.
And you've got the turtle down here.
Yeah, I've also got a bisexual turtle as well, and a space monkey.
And you're a volunteer here as well as a participant.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's really good. I've been volunteering at Freedom Centre on and off for about 2 years, and I've always really enjoyed it, like just as a young person. Before I started at FC, I didn't have a lot of contact with the queer community generally, so I've been a lot more aware of what's out there and go to a lot more Perth events as well, so that's been really good.
So there's a great sense of community that comes from this space.
Yeah, everybody here is part of a community, and you know, we all see each other around, and it's just a great way to get introduced to it as well.
Well, that's really great. Now, and this also, when you walk in now, you see this great artwork, and it's a permanent reminder of this exhibition.
Yeah, and it's like a permanent thing that everybody here has participated in, and everybody's had a say and been to a workshop or painted onto the wall, so everybody's been involved in it.
So look, that's really great. It's great to see people working together. Thank you very much for talking to us today. And it was great to see how many great people and how many lots of people were here for the exhibition opening. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It was a great night. And we'll see you later.
Yep.
Danny, there's some people that you would like to thank.
Yeah, we just wanted to say that the ExSight Art Project has been supported by the WA AIDS Council, Propel Youth Arts and WA and Healthway to promote the drug aware message.
And Danny, there's another group that kind of helped out on the
I
night
know,
too.
we were really fortunate to have the Bears donate, I think it was $1,000 to Freedom Centre on the ExSight exhibition launch that they fundraised for us, and will be gratefully used to fund one of our retreats in July.
That's great. So it's good to see community groups coming together.
Definitely.
Now, Danny, volunteers.
Yeah.
You want volunteers for the Freedom Centre?
We're always looking for new volunteers. For volunteering in the drop-in space, people have to be between 18 and 29, but if you go to our website, freedom.org.au, there's information about how anyone can support Freedom Centre.
Look, Danny, thank you very much for hosting us here, and we wish you all the best for your coming events.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. So, Paul, the Bears tonight at the Freedom Centre, $1,000 to a good cause.
Yes, yeah, it was awesome.
And you were in front of the crowd. We couldn't film inside because there were young people there. Mm-hmm. Can you give us your impressions of the evening?
It was great. The art was great. The people. It was really good seeing community people coming together, and I was very proud to be able to get up there and say, you know, after the success of Bear West, that we were really happy to be able to donate $1,000 towards the Freedom Centre to help them with their retreats that they're going on in June.
One of the reasons we were there filming was because we're trying to highlight the issue of youth suicide and
yes.
prevention of youth suicide. Young gay men are one of the highest rates, but the Freedom Centre is vital.
Anything we can do for the youth here in, well, our country, in Perth, rural and in regional and in the city, because it's not just with suicides. Just like when we did the fundraiser for Pickies, that was at homeless gay youth of Perth. 75% of homeless youth here in Perth are gay or transgender, etc. yes, it's a big problem, our gay youth.
So will you be doing more work with?
I'd like to think so, that maybe in the future we'll do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe raise more than $1,000. That would be awesome.
Well, yes, that's because the Bears are on the up, aren't they, Paul?
Since
you've got colour magazines now, Paul.
Yeah.
No, these are great. I'm really pleased with, and it was a great evening tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was
we
nice.
spoke with Trish Langdon, and we and Danny and Alexis and Mikey James to the
Yeah, I work with
participants.
Mikey, so it was funny seeing a lot of different people there that I both work with, and on that level, and then also on a community level as well.
So that was the story of tonight, was community.
Yeah, actually very much so. It was good to see the different areas coming together, and Pride was there, and WAC was there, and the Youth Centre, and the Bears, and...
Well, thank you for talking us.
Always a pleasure to talk with you, James.
Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please share, like, comment and subscribe. Check out our website at carearwen.org, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, say, I seek refuge with the Lord of the daybreak from the evil of what he has created, and from the evil of the darkening night as it comes with its darkness, and from the evil of those who practice witchcraft when they go in the knots, and from the evil of the envier when he envies.